Alright, so we're looking for something else apart from barramundi today, and I don't know what they are there, but I'll just have a re-rig here. I've just started now, so we'll have a look. Just missed a good bite there then. I'm just at the mouth of a drain. It's a run-in tide. There's a snag I noticed on the sounder, just at the mouth of this drain. So I'll put a 1/4 ounce head on there with a 4-inch prong and cast back over it, and I just got whacked by something down deep. It's a bit hard to know. Like it's a really bad rating on the almanac, on the fishing almanac. It's a 1-star rating, so yeah, it is what it is. You sort of got to roll with it and see what you can find that's going to bite. And this is where your sounder does come into play a lot. Like, we're not chasing barras, obviously. We're after, you know, jacks, grunner, finger mark, that sort of stuff, and anything really that bends a rod. So we're just going to see what we can find. At the moment I've got a 4-inch prong on. I'm going to probably downsize that and change colour shortly, but I did get a whack on it, so we'll see how it goes. You're taking a bit of finding these fish, I tell you. Today's really hard. This wind again is just coming through from all different directions. Oh, where was that? Right behind me. A few tarpon and trevally and queenies and stuff moving around, but I'm not really interested in that stuff. I'm going to see if we can find somewhere where the tide's just at the right level to try and chase these jacks. Well, I don't mind telling you, it was a friggin' journey and a half to get through here. I'm absolutely drenched. I had to come through some pretty nasty open water to get into this drain. I'm just looking for cleaner water at the moment. This drain looks a little bit cleaner, but still not a sign of a fish yet, so we'll see what happens. Try an old Bill's bug wake 'em up tactic. Sometimes that just takes something like a noisy lure to do. Mundi. Wrong species. Jump now. Come on. Oh, you spat it out. That's good. He's not a bad fish. Just heard a smash up in the smash up on the bank there behind me. So I flicked at it and he's just smashed it. So he's not a bad fish. He's about 65, something like that. I'll spear him back in. Hear the wind whistling away over the top of the trees there. It's a bit ordinary once you get out in the open, I can tell you. I'm soaking wet still. I still haven't dried out. Pikey sitting there. I cannot believe how dead it is. It's only 2 pikeys I've seen. But I mean, this drain's got more fish in it than anywhere else I've been yet, but one we want, if I can get him out. Nice big jack, this one, I think. I can see him, it's a jack. I can't see quite how big though. If I give him some slack though, you should be able to see him there. If I give him some slack, he might shake that hook out. If I give it a little flick, oh, there we go. He's off and around. Oh, now he's gone around the other one. Let's see how that bloody hook digs in. Get out of there. God, I can see him right there. And seeing him and getting to him, 2 different things. Oh, there he is. Oh no, he's done it again. God, he's good. A bit of slack. Make him pull his head off there. Oh, come on. Oh, there he is. Your rod tip out of there. Wow, didn't he give it to me? For a fish that's not that big, he's probably 30, what would he be, 38 or something like that, 39 maybe. He bloody give it to me. Look at the hole he's pulled in the corner of his mouth there. Oh, so that might be how they do it. Good looking snags here. That one I've seen him come up behind it. I didn't have time to press the record button, but he was up shallow, so it'd be interesting to see if they're going to start to come up shallow as this water drops, or if they're going to drop into the deepest part of the main channel, which means that I'll have to show them deep plastics then. Just missed another one. Tangle my tail up now. Another one about the same size as that last one. I had 2 casts and I couldn't quite get it to where I wanted, and then I got it where I wanted it and he just he smacked it. So it's you've got to be on the ball with your casting today, that's for sure. Close enough is not good enough, it's got to be right on it. We're definitely getting more action in here. I've just missed another one there, missed the strike and put the bloody hook into the snag, but at least we're finding the odd fish now. I think it's going to be a tide thing. The lower this tide gets, I think the better it's going to be. And just spooked one there. And the little skipped up in there and he bolted. Big wuss. Just dropped another one. He spat at me, lures flicked out in the corner of the branch, but there's a school of little jacks. I don't get real big, they're only about 30, 35s. Little buggers. Don't do that with your rod tip either. Just teabagging it, another little one about probably 25, 30 came up and had a look at it. Sometimes you cast in a spot and you think to yourself, you idiot. What are you thinking? What are you going to do if you get hooked up there? But you'd be amazed how many times they come out. Looks a little bit special, that. Oh, that's a barra. That looked pretty cool though. Hope the camera showed that up. Oh, pikeys. Pikeys. Look at them. I see a few more pikeys here now. Look at that one. You can have a go. Look there. Oh, now got a snag. What's that there? Is that a jack? Looks like a jack. Oh, yep, it was. I just spooked him though. Bugger. I landed the lure a little bit too hard, I think. There's a pikey and a big jack sitting just down in there, but there's no way I can get to him. Oh God, there's a heap of big pikeys there. I might teabag it straight on their nose. This will be funny. Look at him. Oh, oh. Three of them took off and a big one rolled up underneath it. There's no getting any further than there. As far as I can push up. I've no doubt that right at the end of this, there's probably a heap of fish, but we just got no chance of getting there. So what I've done, I put a 50mm poltergeist out here. It's been trolling along just to see what's down deep. Oh, that was a big pikey brim. But I've had a few hits on it that have missed the hooks, and you can see the size of the bib on it. This thing gets down super deep for a little lure, and when conditions are tough like they are now, it's a really good option to sort of explore what's down deep. Just missed another strike on that, then that looked more like a jack strike. It was a real sharp, hard bang. But what I got 20-pound braid, and it's on one of my favourite casting rods, but because the lure doesn't, oh, there's a tree underneath us there. Because the lure doesn't actually have that much pressure, I can troll it on my lighter casting rod. I've got 20-pound leader on there as well, because the thicker the leader, the less distance, the less depth you'll get with your lures. So I've sort of gone as light as I dare with the leader, and hopefully if I hook anything decent it might run out from the snag. But there's a great lure for exploring and seeing what's about. You know, grunter will hit them, which is there's not a lot of trolled hard bodies that a grunter will hit unless they're in a really aggressive mood. But only being 50mm, these things, they get down deep, and they've only got a small profile, so they're not threatening at all. I'm in 14 feet deep here. I might let just a little bit more line out, because I'm trying to be just above the bottom. That hit that I just got was on top of a lump, so there's another lump on the sounder there now, so I know that very shortly I'll have to start working it like that. The angle of the bib too means that it comes through the snags really well, because it swims down, nose down like that, so you can sort of throw it slack and let it float up off the snags. As I say, pretty handy, pretty versatile lure. I'll just hit spot lock there. I don't know what this is. It's not a big fish, probably another big pikey or something. Could be a grunter. But it was right on top of one of them lumps. As soon as I sort of twitched it back, I'd only just turned the camera off after talking to the camera. And this one got bit. Let's move that right out of the road. Oh, you mongrel. Just pulled out again. Let's have a look and see if there's any teeth marks on it. Teeth marks. Okay. Something else on here. Could be a little cod or something with a feel of this. No, not the bloody brim, I think. Yep. Solid brim, but when you're trolling past, this is obviously a bank slip that's slipped out from the bank, but there's probably lumpy stuff on the edge of the front of it here. So even though it's only about 7 or 8 feet deep out here, where I'm out here is 14 foot on the sounder. And we'll see if there's any fish sitting on the lumpy side of it. But you treat all the snags, like even if the sounder doesn't show fish on there, you'll quite often pull one off it. Nothing on that one. Oh, shit, just missed one there. Oh, dropped him. Oh, back again. There's something small on there. Another hint I can give you with one of these nuts, come off. Another hint I can give you with these 8 metre 50mm poltergeists is not to go too fast. If you go too fast, they'll tend to blow out the side on. So you want to sort of find that, a few more scratches on it. You want to find that nice speed where it tracks nice and straight, and sort of stick about that. So on the electric here, I'm going into a pretty full-on run out tide. So I'm sitting on about, what am I on there on the electric? I haven't got my glasses on. 6, I think. And I'll let the lure out around about that sort of probably 25 metre mark, 20 to 25 metre mark. And with 20-pound braid, 20-pound leader, I know that I can get down and hit the bottom in sort of 13, 14 feet away. We're about to come over a lump there. It's got a couple of fish on it. Don't know what they are. They're not huge fish, but they're fish. So we'll just see as we come into the snag. Slow him down a little bit. See if there's anything on there that wants to eat. And all you're doing is you're bumping the lure into the snag. I should be able to feel it there any second. And then just feeding it up so that it sort of dives into the snag and then works its way through the snag, up and down, floats. And so as our lure comes past that bank slip there, you can see that whole piece of bank there has come out this way. And you can see on the bottom there, there's a few fish sitting in amongst the structure there. So we'll just go over it nice and slow, walk it through nice and slow, and see if we can pick something up. I've got a fair bit of line out the back here because it was 14 feet just back there. And it jumps up to 9 on top of that lump there. So we'll just go nice and steady and see if something hits it.